Today is the third round at Worlds 2025 and I'm in the presence of SkewMond, jungler of G2 after something we've been waiting for a long time at this point. It's been rough for us Western fans at Worlds, but SkewMond, you took down Bilibili Gaming today. How does it feel to secure such an important win, right? It's the first win of the tournament against the biggest Eastern team, so it must feel pretty good, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm like really happy with the win, obviously, especially because like we started like with a bad fight, which was completely my bad. I really like overstepped and we gave like 3 free kills, and yeah, I mean even after that, I think we showed a really good resilience, and we knew like our strength of our comp. So I'm really happy that we fought until the end, and yeah, I mean G2 has had a lot of stories in the past against BLG in the past world, so I'm happy that we took our win. But yeah, most importantly, we need to focus on the next games and make it out of this.
Yeah, and I mean, as we said, it's really important as well because the very first match that you played at Worlds against Top Esports, right? It didn't go very well. Obviously, in the second round, you had a bit of an easier matchup. You played against your EU brothers as well, which was a bit unfortunate. But what do you think changed from the first match against Top Esports as well? But because you also had a day of break after the second round, right?
Yeah, I think that we realized just like we reviewed our games and we took some good conclusions from them. I mean, from the game because it was only one. And yeah, I mean, we just rewatched our mistakes and what we could have done better during the game. And yeah, I mean, I think we just took a lot of learnings, also from like drafting, because I think that our draft wasn't the best, and we maybe took some wrong decision during the moment. And yeah.
Yeah, speaking of drafting, I think today we saw it as well. We saw you bring out the Anivia and also coupled with the Poppy, which is a pretty good combo, right, in a way. Was this like a conscious decision that you need to bring more creativity in order to have more success at Worlds?
I mean, yes, indirectly, but I think it's just like we know how to play these champs, and we just see the angles during the draft, and I think this is what makes the difference, because most of the time in these like high pressure games, both like coaches or like players can make mistakes by like not seeing some opportunities in draft. And I think that, for example, today we were really calm and present during the draft, and that's what made it look so good. I think like our draft was for sure like better than theirs. And yeah, I mean, like we saw it, right? Like even though like we were pretty behind from early game, I think it was really hard for them to actually advance into our champion. So I think creativity, yes, but most importantly, staying in the present.
Yeah, and it's something that we often see when our teams end up playing against the Eastern team as well, is that I don't know if you knew exactly, but for almost the entirety of the gold, you were actually the entirety of the game you were behind in gold until like maybe around the Nashor actually. Like even when you were doing the Atacon, you were like 3k gold behind and stuff. And I just wanted to ask you, like, what do you think is the reason why every time we play against them, like we always end up going in down in gold, even when there's good plays going on like this, right, and stuff like this?
I mean, to be fair, like this game, I think it just like snowballed really hard, and I think they have champs that just enable them to play really aggressive. Like they have Reskiana, they are really able to like just go from mid lanes to side, and like if you are not really active on the map and you don't play defensively correctly, I think you will just like lose so much. And I think that we did a pretty good job at playing it slow and playing control until we can actually like fight them back with our vision and with yeah, like our items, right? And I think yeah, it was really good, and I'm really happy with how we played.
Speaking about yourself as well as Worlds, for the first 2 days at least, I heard some people criticize you a bit because I know one of the things you said yourself in the past is that you try to not act passive, right? This is something that was an issue for you, especially before the summer split. And I think in the first 2 games at Worlds, we saw that come back a bit as well. Today, I don't know how you evaluate your performance as well in general, but it was better already. What do you think happened in those first 2 games that you were maybe a bit more passive and reverting to your old ways as well?
I mean, to be like completely honest, I think like I don't want to like have any excuse or anything, right? But I think that both games started like really on the wrong foot. Like for example, on the first game, we get dove on bot. I die as well when I try to help my bot lane, and like enemy jungle starts like with 2 kills, and the game against Koi, I die level 1. into like we do some similar mistake, and out of nowhere at 5 minutes, both games, the jungler is 3 kills. So I don't want to excuse myself. I think I could have played way better both games, and I totally agree. But I think that it wasn't the greatest way to start both games. And I think that today, again, actually it kind of started, but I guess thank God the kills were not on the Kiana, so it was like more easier to like see our windows to actually play the game and the openings. So yeah.
And it's funny because I don't know if you saw, but Shadow, the jungler of BLG, I mean, obviously he played in Europe before, and before playing against G2 today, he said like, oh, Europe is so easy to beat, like they're so bad and everything, and I hope they get better, so it's gonna be more fun to beat them and stuff. Do you have anything to respond to that?
I mean, I think that, yeah, I mean, it's just bias, right? But I can't like send like any like flame or anything, because in a way I think he's right? Like when you look at our real past performance in like internationals, we were like the first teams to get out, so I think it's like very easy for him to see it that way. And especially because they are first seed of LPL, right? Like they should be confident. But I truly believe that our team is special, and we are actually able to, on the good days, perform really well against the best teams in the world. So I think that as an overall statement is not that wrong, you know.
Yeah. And I can already see some people are going to downplay the win today, because BLG is the only team in LCK and LPL that ended up losing to Western teams so far. They lost to 100 teams first and now to you as well. Yeah. What do you think about BLG in general as well? Like, do you think they're just not having really good tournament, or is it actually that the Western teams stepped up?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think like for the game against Surgeries, yeah, I mean, it was a bit weird the way they threw the game. I think the draft was not really optimal as well. So first thing I would say, like probably like they need to fix their draft, in my opinion. I think like they need to have better plans. For like players, I think they're really good, right? Like they won LPL, they should be like really insane, right? But yeah, for sure, like for example today, I think like when we do our big mistake and Rise ended up getting 3 kills at 6 minutes, I thought that the game would be way harder, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm not sure if like we defended well or they were not aggressive enough, but like yeah, like the game felt like pretty much in control from our point of view, obviously, even though like we are behind in gold. So yeah, I can't really tell, but if anything, maybe fixing the draft should be like a good start.
Okay. Aside from this, we're gonna start running out of time, but I wanted to ask you, how's the mood right now in G2 as well, and are you expecting it to like get a lot better, especially after this win as well? Because now you're at 2-1, right? I know it's still stressful. You have to make that last victory in order to get to brackets, but you have two shots to do it now as well, right?
Yeah, I mean the mood is going pretty okay, pretty decent. I think that everybody really realizes like how important this tournament is, and like the pressure of everything in G2 at Wars wanting to do better than the past times. But yeah, I mean, I think for this win, I think obviously it's like everybody will probably be happy of what we did today, but the hardest part is still to come, and yeah, the most important is to win that's best of 3 to make it to Swiss. So I think we'll just stay present and focus on the next game.
Yeah. And something else I quickly wanted to touch upon as well. Just during this Worlds, G2 announced that they renewed the contracts of the entire coaching staff as well. So I wanted to ask you like your opinion on this. I mean, obviously I know this staff has been very helpful for the squad, and it's been there for quite some time as well. Do you believe that you have like the best European staff today?
Oh yeah, I mean, like for European stuff, by far, I can't tell about Asian and like I mean LPL and like LCK or whatever, but I can confidently say that they're just like the best at what they do, and I'm really grateful to work with each one of them. I think that they brought me so much, like both in game and outside of the game, and I can't really thank them enough because yeah, I think like the work they're putting in their everyday life is really impressive. So thank you.
Perfect. All right, is there anything you want to add ahead of the next round? Obviously, we don't know your opponents yet, but there's going to be some strong teams in 2-1, right? So you have to be careful. Do you have any words for the fans to make sure that they are excited for this matchup? And which team would you like to face as well?
Yeah, I mean, like, wait, can you repeat the question?
Do you have words to get the fans excited, and which team you expect to face?
I mean, I truly believe that we are like on a good path for sure. I think we're scaling to this tournament, and yeah, I mean, I truly believe that we can make it out of Swiss this year. And for like the opponents, I know that there's a little Gen.G going around into one. I would prefer if we play them maybe in best of fives in quarters or something like this. But facing them would be cool for sure, because I truly believe that we can actually win against them in a good day. And we already showed that in MSI and EWC when we were able to take one game out of them. And yeah, probably Gen.G, but yeah, probably Gen.G, I guess.
Fair enough. All right. Well, SkewMond, in any case, thank you so much for your time today. I wish you the best of luck in the next round. I will be obviously rooting for you guys as always. And for now, I wish you a good night, some good rest in the meantime as well, and hopefully some good scrims as well. And yeah, I just hope to talk to you again in a few days, hopefully after you qualify. Thank you so much.
Thank you.